Hey everyone, have you ever wondered why some people seem to learn new things effortlessly while others struggle? It's not about intelligence, it's about habits. In this video, we'll explore 7 habits of highly effective learners that you can start implementing today to unlock your full learning potential. Get ready to revolutionize the way you learn. And don't forget to subscribe for more helpful videos. Let's kick things off with the foundation of effective learning organization. Imagine this. You sit down at your desk, ready to dive into a new topic, but you're surrounded by clutter. Not exactly a recipe for focus, right? Now, picture this. A clean, organized workspace. Everything has its place, and you can actually see your desk surface. Feels better already, doesn't it? Organization goes beyond your physical space. Apps like Notion or Trello can be game changers. Your future self will thank you. Now that you've laid the groundwork with organization, let's talk about direction. You wouldn't set off on a journey without a destination in mind, would you? The same goes for learning. Setting clear goals acts as your compass, guiding your efforts, and keeping you motivated along the way. But we're not talking about any old goals here. We're talking about SMART goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break it down. A specific goal outlines exactly what you want to achieve. Instead of saying I want to learn Spanish, a specific goal would be, I want to be able to hold a basic conversation in Spanish. Measurable goals allow you to track your progress. So instead of learn Spanish, it becomes learn enough Spanish to have a 5-minute conversation. Achievable goals are realistic and within your reach. Don't set yourself up for failure by aiming for fluency in a week. Start with smaller milestones. Relevant goals align with your overall objectives. Why are you learning this? How does it connect to your broader aspirations? Finally, time-bound goals have a deadline. This creates a sense of urgency and helps you stay on track. By setting SMART goals, you transform vague intentions into actionable steps. So grab your notebook and start defining your learning destinations. Alright, you're organized, you have your goals set. Now it's time to dive into the learning process itself. But here's the thing. Simply reading a textbook or watching a lecture isn't enough. To truly learn and retain information, you need to become an active participant in the process. Think of it like this. Imagine watching a cooking show versus actually rolling up your sleeves and trying the recipe yourself. Which one do you think will lead to better culinary skills? Active learning is all about engaging with the material, asking questions, and making connections. One powerful technique is summarization. After reading a chapter or watching a video, take a few minutes to summarize the key points in your own words. Another effective strategy is questioning. As you learn, constantly ask yourself why and how questions. This forces you to think critically and deepen your understanding. And here's a fun one. Teach what you're learning to someone else. The act of explaining a concept to another person solidifies your own grasp of the material. So, ditch the passive highlighter approach and embrace active learning techniques. Your brain will thank you for it. The power of pause. Why breaks are your secret weapon. We live in a culture that glorifies the hustle. But when it comes to learning, sometimes less is more. Our brains aren't machines designed for endless input. They need time to rest and process information. That's where regular breaks come in. Think of your brain like a muscle. Just like you wouldn't lift weights for hours on end without a break, you shouldn't expect your brain to operate at peak capacity without rest. One popular technique for incorporating breaks is the Pomodoro technique. This method involves working in focused 25-minute intervals followed by a 5-minute break. After every 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break of 15 to 20 minutes. During your breaks, step away from your studies completely. Get up, move around, stretch, grab a snack, or chat with a friend. These short breaks help prevent burnout, improve focus, and enhance information retention. Remember, taking breaks isn't being lazy, it's a strategic investment in your learning. Don't be afraid to ask. The gift of feedback. We all have blind spots, areas where we might be struggling without even realizing it. That's why seeking feedback is crucial for growth. Think of feedback as a mirror, reflecting back your progress, strengths, and areas for improvement. It can be tempting to shy away from feedback, especially if it's critical. But remember, constructive criticism is a gift. It helps you identify weaknesses, refine your skills, and ultimately become a more effective learner. Feedback can come from various sources: teachers, mentors, peers, or even online communities. Don't be afraid to ask for specific feedback on a particular skill or project. For example, if you're learning to write code, ask a more experienced programmer to review your work and provide suggestions. Or, if you're practicing a presentation, ask a friend for honest feedback on your delivery and content. The key is to approach feedback with an open mind and a willingness to learn. Embrace the opportunity to grow and refine your skills. Never stop exploring. Cultivating a curious mind. Learning shouldn't be confined to textbooks and classrooms. The most effective learners are those who cultivate a thirst for knowledge that extends beyond formal education. Curiosity is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So make a conscious effort to nurture your curiosity by exploring new topics, asking questions, and seeking out diverse perspectives. Read widely, listen to podcasts, watch documentaries, attend workshops, or simply strike up conversations with people outside your usual circle. Don't be afraid to delve into subjects that initially seem intimidating or outside your comfort zone. You never know where your curiosity might lead you or what fascinating connections you might discover. Remember, learning is a lifelong journey, not a destination. Embrace the joy of discovery and never stop exploring the world around you. The learning loop. Reflecting and adjusting your approach. Finally, effective learning is an iterative process. It's not enough to simply go through the motions. We need to regularly reflect on our methods and make adjustments along the way. Think of it like navigating with a map. You wouldn't blindly follow the route without checking your progress and making course corrections if needed, right? The same principle applies to learning. Regularly ask yourself, what's working well? What could be improved? Are my study habits effective? Am I making progress toward my goals? If something isn't working, don't be afraid to experiment with different approaches. Try new study techniques, adjust your schedule, or seek out additional resources. Learning is a personal journey, and what works for one person may not work for another. By regularly reflecting and adjusting, you can fine-tune your learning process to suit your unique needs and preferences. So there you have it, the 7 habits of highly effective learners. Stay organized, set smart goals, practice active learning, take regular breaks, seek feedback, stay curious, and reflect and adjust. Remember, these habits are interconnected. By implementing even just 1 or 2 of these strategies, you'll start to see a significant improvement in your learning effectiveness. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, comment, and share it to support the channel. Subscribe for more learning and productivity tips. And most importantly, take action. Choose one habit from today's video and start implementing it in your own learning journey.